Are you tired of running into absolute sweat mid-game and not making it until the end game where all the placement points are? Well, you're in luck because in today's video I am going to show you how to plan your rotate around to dead side of the zone in the storm. This way you're avoiding all the good players, every player, and you're just by yourself chilling. So yeah, let's get right on into it. Alrighty, so starting off with any tournament, the most important thing is scanning your surroundings and seeing if you are conned off spawn or not. So here I am gliding in, I'm looking around, I land, so there's me. I know that this kid's here, so I land on a floor spawn, not a chest, so that way I can get a gun quickly, just in case he decides to push me. And then I see him come up, I drop back down, he jumps up, builds, I crack him and get him, kill him off spawn. So that's one kill. So at this point, with one kill on the board, I am just going to finish looting up here. So with the reason I like this spot so much is one, because of all the metal, which is harder to find, which is one of the hardest mats to find, for finding, for survive, rotate and storm as much as you do in order to avoid fights. Anything like any quick kills, so like any splashes, medkits, fizz, barrels, all this is important in order to know where it is on your rotates, so that you know where to go to get heals. So we are just farming. Be figuring out what is dead side on the zone. So dead side of zone. Hold up. Drone free. Zone's up here. So it's all pretty evenly spread at the moment. But as you can see, it's pulling up. Like everyone down here, including me, has to rotate. And I have a feeling that there's very minimal people on this side compared to this side. So I decide to rotate, finish looting up here, get max metal. And then I rotate to the left. So I get everything down here, rotate left side by using the launch pads. So I know there's a launch pad at this, around this area. And then there's also a launch pad up there, but it's already someone up there, and I know that. So I'm not going to go up there. So finish rotating left hand side. As you can see, I'm going past Outlaw. There's one guy there, one guy still in storm there, that guy who I saw over there. So I'm gliding in. I see this person on the hill. And then, so I know where to avoid. So then I'm still going. I go under. Oh no, I go, yeah. I see him up here, up in this brick spot here. So then I'm like, okay, I am going to go under him, go under and around, all while avoiding others. I see oath scraps there. I see him. I farm. And then I avoid him. Somehow. So then I launch. Keep in mind, I am going around this way. I'm trying to get to around this area because, as you can see, all this sides, there's a lot. All the remaining players are congested on this side, whereas there's barely anyone on this side because of the water. So I went from bottom left side of the map, and my aim's to get to top right. So now I don't see. Oh no, I see this guy. I open this chest. I run into the bush. I get shot at. I build, and then oh, there's a guy here. So I get that kill. Very minimal risk. So now I'm basically the only one. There's no one within like 500-ish meters of me. So now I know I'm safe. So now I am going to try to get over here. I see this fizz, so then I'm like, oh, pad. So I'm like, I'm going to go and fizz pad this. And then I'm going to glide over here, try to get there, because as you can see, there's no little arrow there. So I know there's no one here. So I know it is safe. So I'm going to go here, land here, chill in the box. And I've done all this by getting 2 kills, one off spawn because I was contested, and another guy who was in a bush that I just so happened to run past. So now I'm chilling in this bush until next zone pops. So next zone's pulled. I'm here. I only have to go in a little bit, so I decide I'm going to launch into this little area here. Again, everyone's from this bit of zone all the way around to that side is congested because of all the arrows that is in a close proximity to one another, which is the safest spot of the safe zone that's not in storm yet. So you want to get there and then just follow storm in depending on where it rotates from that point to avoid all the other players and have a better chance of surviving until when you get consistent placement points. So here I launch. I go over here, just like I explained before. I land here, I notice the mid-kit. Do I notice the mid-kit or do I just hit the launch again? I break the barrel. I think I'm lowish health or shield. So I grab the barrels, get back to full hit points, up HP, and then I go hit this launch. Oh no, I go open the chest and then I hit the launch. At this point I'm just looting and preparing myself for the endgame. And right now we are back in spawn. I think we're in one of this, in that bush by the reboot. Yeah, I think we're somewhere around here. And then so we're just chilling, waiting until next zone pops. So next zone pulls towards first order base, and I'm here, and I've basically got a free rotate around, and I know that. So I look for kills, look for people rotating, don't find anyone, and then I'm like, right, I need to go. So I'm rotating. I want to try to get round to that side. As you can see, there's very minimal to no one on this side because they're all either on that side, in zone, or already in. If someone was smart, they would have probably based up on that hill, but no one figured this out, so I'm just running in through here. I'm running in. I see someone up there. I'm like, I'm going to ignore them. Pull out my belt just in case they decide to shoot me. I can instantly build. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in here in a bush. Nice. I don't know. I don't think I'm in. I know I might be in. I'm in, and then I mark a bush. that is on there. So I'm like, oh yeah, let's try go for that bush. And then I'm like, I get shot at from someone, so I have to base up. I get shot at. I'm like, oh look, I'm mid-zone. So now I'm chilling. I'm one of the only 3 people in zone. So in theory, I could have probably just stayed closer to that edge of that zone, like round here somewhere, chilling. But I'm like, no, I'll chill here. So then I box up. Ideally, you want to base out of all your hard mats before wood. Wood's when you're really low on things and need a refresh. So it's not ideal. Ideally you're in brick or metal, so it's harder to break. So I'm just spacing it up, scouting, looking around. Back to me. I'm looking up here. I see Fluff FV. I'm like, okay, so I think zone, oh no, zone hasn't pulled yet. So I'm in here for a little bit, just planning rotates on where the next Deadside is. So Deadside's still the water up here at the top, that's in zones. So we've got someone padding that I see. This guy's making a base. I see that through the cone. So then I'm like, okay, I'll just chill. I'm like, okay, I'll just chill. And then zone pulls back towards me. So I'm like, I am basically chilling. So once again, I'm just figuring out which fizz has the most. I see Fluff FV. I don't beam him because I don't have a clear shot. But then he decides to, I think he opens up and shoots me. So I've got 2 fizz, which is roughly 200 shield. I open, King Ward is there. And then here, I'm just trying to plan my next rotate, which is a far rotate, which is not ideal. So no one's in the next zone because everyone thought it was going to pull back towards this area, but it pulls that way. So I'm here just chilling, figuring out the rotate. That good stuff. So yeah, I'm planning rotates. I mark where next zone is. He's going, this guy knows what he's doing, and he's just going around Deadside into this guy in Diego Lopes. So I'm like, okay, I need to go now. So then I fizz, open, run out. There's 2 kids here. I jump over, get in here, go up here, get shot at by, I think it was Diego. Yeah, it was Diego. I think I realized there's a kid right next to me. That's why I boxed up diagonal, didn't go under the ramp. But then I mid-miss and then fizz, and then I go again. There's a kid behind me, so I go again, open. In this situation, it probably would have been smarter for me to take a little bit more storm and go around the left side and get into like this area. Just looking back at it now, this area, just because I'm in the congested area now, and that's not ideal. But then, as you're about to see, I get beamed by twist, so then I have to box up. I have to go. I'm in. I get sprayed. I drop. I go down and then left. But with 200 IQs below me and south, someone's up there. So I'm mid-misting. At this point, I've got another max build that goes up and over a mountain. So I'm in amongst this, and then yeah. So what? Very stupidly, forgot to wall. I think. So we've got get me the belt. So I'm in this spot. He edits. So I go out like this. I go like that. Go like that. Go. Don't place a wall there. Wiz comes around, and yeah, I just die because I forgot to place a wall. So if I had placed the wall there, I probably would have been able to heal up and get more points, but that is the issue on what happened. Anyway guys, that is how to figure out where Deadside is in zones, and also how to rotate into the safe zone somewhat freely and get into consistent end games. The main point I would like to make is do a lot of preparation. A lot of preparation is required, as you need to know where the launch pads are, where slip barrels are, where heal chests with potential white health is, and yeah, just figure out how to chill and stay alive as long as possible before in game, because it is very easy to do a slightly wrong rotate and get jumped on by a sweat, get jump on a really bad player, and then get third partied real easily, or just not find enough heals in time to figure out how to survive the storm. So preparation, a good website for that is fortnite.gg. So you can go plan routes, figure it out, stuff like that. Practice figuring out, just draw random circles and figure out where safe zone, the dead side of zone is, and just keep doing that. And also you can play scrims and then watch scrims back and then learn from that also. But yeah, if you learn something new, make sure you go down below, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. Helps me and the channel out a lot. And comment what you learned, and code AMACFN in the fun item shop to support me. Twitch.tv/AMACNZ. I stream daily, so come stop by, say hi, really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys all in the next week's video. Peace. I will see you guys all in the next week's video. Peace.